because it appears the Cubs are reportedly out, according to Bob Nightingale, or at least waning optimism.
But Ken Rosenthal says they're not out.
Yeah.
So Bob Nightingale tweets, the Cubs' optimism of landing Shohei Ohtani has significantly waned. One high-ranking executive said, leaving the Dodgers, Blue Jays, Angels, and Giants as the likely finalists.
If you guys want to have Bob Nightingale on, you guys can certainly do that.
We literally don't.
Yeah, here's the thing, Jed. We don't yet. Because I would take you all back to November 6th of this year. It's 1 month ago. When Bob Nightingale tweeted, Craig Counsell is expected to decide today whether he will stay in Milwaukee or go to New York. Spiegs is the baseball guy on the show. Where did Craig Counsell end up?
Chicago.
Okay.
Shocking the world. Shocking everyone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you got mouthy Dave Roberts out there talking about their meeting with him. And the Ohtani camp reportedly likes secrecy and privacy. You've got Toronto leaking that they gave Shohei the big tour of the big fancy facility. What if this is four-dimensional chess by not secret Bajent Man, but just secret Jed Hoyer? Yeah, he's letting it be known that they're out. We're so secretive in our pursuit of Shohei Ohtani that we're going to tell you that we're not even pursuing him.
That's the kind of thing that you have to hope for.
There we go.
So
I'm hoping for it.
Boy, that's something. But,
I'm hoping for it. Bob Nightingale is no Jeff Passan. He has gotten things wrong.
Yesterday, the general manager of the Blue Jays, Ross Atkins, wasn't at the winter meetings, and he did a Zoom in front of like a blank wall, and then people are tracking the private jet traffic and realizing that a jet left Dunedin, Florida just after Atkins' Zoom finished, and then came the report that yes, apparently Ohtani down there in Florida. Details are trickling in based on who is not in Nashville at the winter meetings. I personally can't get enough of that, by the way. All this stuff, this subterfuge and little bits of information coming out is super, super entertaining. No Jed Hoyer yesterday. You're like, oh, where's Jed Hoyer? Where's Jed? Carter's there. Carter's dealing with the media. Turns out Jed was delayed due to a personal matter. That's what they released.
Oh, that's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think, Speeds.
I don't know, man. Sure seems like it might have just been a personal matter.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, they're tracking all the private jets. The jets it went from John Wayne Airport in California down to Florida, and then a jet went back to John Wayne Airport. And
yeah, they got personal matters there.
Dave Roberts said that they met with him out there.
On.
Yeah.
All right, Jed.
You can keep holding out that hope. It's feeling like I'm very pessimistic right now, and I don't like it. I don't like being that pessimistic, but it's the truth.
You should listen. You should be pessimistic. This is not good. These are not good reports, but I am going to hold out hope until the end.
See, I've been thinking
Counsell would not tell the people down there. He's like, hey, well, so have the front office met with him? And he said, I'm not going to comment. That's not my place to say. So maybe he's taking a meeting with Jed. Now, you would assume the Shohei Ohtani would want to meet with his new manager if he's meeting with other teams' managers.
Yeah, Robert said that he met with him.
Yeah,
right?
Robert said that he met with him
okay.
at Dodger Stadium a couple of days ago. I get it.
I
get it.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't sound good.
No, it really doesn't, man. But you know what?
But I mean, honestly, here's my opinion if the Cubs don't get him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money for one baseball player.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? I mean, the guy can't even pitch next year. He's going to be approaching 30 soon.
Wow, you're morphing immediately into the callers you hated.
Just a DH and a closer? $600 million, really?
This is why he doesn't want to take the callers, because he has their opinions already.
I could go either way.
As soon as the time
Ohtani, he's a great player,
but let's focus on some of those buts. If you sign somewhere else.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Something to think about.
I think it's entirely possible that we are looking at a disappointing Cubs off season to a lot of people if there's no Ohtani. So I'm worried. I'm riding the roller coaster of the offseason.
Wait a minute.
I'm riding the roller coaster of the offseason, and it's
still
not at a good moment right here.
Okay, well, so it's on a little bit of a dip.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy the dips of the roller coaster. Other people enjoy the slow incline where the anticipation is building. You seem like an anticipation guy.
Yeah, I like the anticipation very much.
Okay.
Or when I'm in it, just throwing my arms up in the air.
Well, that might be where we are right now. now.
Or careening downward right now towards the dip.
You feel powerless. Yes, but I mean, okay, fine. Maybe it's a Juan Soto. Maybe it's Yamamoto, the $200 million plus pitcher from Japan. We don't like that now.
I don't know if that's going to happen either.
I don't know that it's going to happen either, but
Yeah.
I am not concerned that the Cubs are going to come away empty-handed. They've got an awesome farm system, which means that the names that we are not even mentioning are in play for them. Because they can trade with anybody for anyone. Anyone who is available. I mean, Dylan Cease could be a Cub next year. You know, like if anyone on any roster that a team wants to trade. The dude on the Mariners that just got traded to the Braves.
Jared Kelenic?
Kelenic, thank you.
Yeah.
Talented young corner outfielder.
That was a weird trade. That was an NBA trade. That was take our Marco Gonzalez money, and we'll also give you Jared Kelenic. That's what that was, is the Mariners are shedding money. It's just
Tyler Glass now
Hey,
is
man,
still available.
I'm down.
Reese Hoskins,
you're gonna have
Pete
to help me.
Alonso.
I know that there's things that
They're
things
gonna
that would
get
need
people.
to take place, and things would need to, and
Cody
they probably will
Bellinger.
happen fast.
Cody Bellinger's still out there.
Yeah, Bellinger. Nothing's gonna happen with Bellinger for a long time. I don't think.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. But like you said, a disappointing offseason. That means that at the end of the offseason, you're going to be disappointed.
If they
so
don't
whether a guy signs early or late, there's still plenty of time here, man.
If there's no Ohtani,
Okay.
and there's no Yamamoto, and there's no Bellinger, and there's no Soto.
Well, okay, now you're taking a lot of guys off.
I know.
But,
I'm not saying that's all going to happen, but
But
it's
if they go 0 for those 4.
yeah. If they go 0 for those 4,
Yeah.
it would feel like missing out on all those shortstops last year. To me, if they don't,
Which they did not miss out on.
They did not. They ended up with Swanson, and Swanson had the best year of any of them, and that worked out.
Patience.
And this is that moment in the roller coaster of the offseason. We had a long roller coaster or a long portion of this last year before they eventually got Swanson and all those things. But to me, without Ohtani, Yamamoto, Soto in trade, or Bellinger, you're gonna be kind of piecing it together in a different way. It's gonna feel like intelligent spending, and it's just gonna take a little work to wrap your head around what the plan is.
Maybe, man. There could be a blockbuster trade that we don't know is possible, right? Tatis could get traded. Machado could get traded.
Tatis is a really interesting name.
You know
and
what I
I'm
mean?
glad you brought him up because San Diego is going to have to get rid of all kinds of stuff.
Right. What if Tatis gets traded? What if Bichette gets traded in Toronto?
In Toronto?
You know,
This is why Toronto is going crazy after Ohtani, is because they don't think they can sign Bichette or Vlad Jr. in 2 years.
But so that's what I'm saying. Like there's you give me 4 names, and then you say if they don't get one of those 4 names, it's going to be disappointing. But I turn around and I'm like, actually, they traded for Bichette and they traded for Cease.
Or they traded for Tyler Glass now, and they signed Reese Hoskins, and
That's not a bad offseason.
not a bad offseason.
You know, when they
I'm down right now, man.
Okay.
I'm in the pit of despair.
have a little
right
faith.
now.
They got counsel.
I know.
Oh, poor you.
Right? Yeah. How does that feel for a White Sox fan? Can you find me a White Sox fan?